All right, this is an outstanding post, so we're going to go over why now is the best time in history to be a stock picker. Hey, I'm Luke Downey. I'm going over our latest macro insights from Alec Young, and this is such awesome data. So let's go ahead and get to it. So why is now the best time in history to be a stock picker? Well, listen, the first chart that we want to go to, and this is an amazing chart, it's looking at dispersion. Okay, so this is the S&P 500 pairwise correlation. Correlation, it's a big word, I get it. But the way to think about it is stocks are correlated when they tend to move in unison. So when most stocks are going up, they're say to be high correlation, or if they're going down, there's high correlation. But whenever they are not, when you've got this big spread between winners and losers like we're having right now in the market, correlation really breaks down. And that's what you can see by this blue line here. As it heads lower, it's telling you that stock dispersion is high, correlation is very low. Okay, so this means that you are going to make more money, for the stock picks that are winners based on history. The historical average is about 49%. That is the average correlation. It has dropped to a record low of 19%. So this is telling you why stock picking is so important, right? You look at companies like Nvidia or Microsoft or Google, right? They just continue to power higher, but they are leaving so many other companies in the dust. Full disclosure, I own those companies, but let's keep going into this data. So let's now look at the S&P 500 technology winners and losers. So technology, you guys know we're all over SMCI. We've been on that ship for the past 2 years. So look, year to date, Super Micro is up 176%. The worst performer in the technology group is EPAM, so that's down 40%. The spread, 216%. Okay, you look at communication services, Meta, right? It's up 35%. Charter down 26.9. Discretionary, look at this, Deckers, right? Amazing shoes. Hoka, 62% year-to-date gains. Lulu down nearly 40%. You can see that the spread is absolutely wide, so it's telling you need to be focusing on the best companies, right? Never been a better time to be a stock picker. So what does this mean for your portfolio when dispersion is high? Well, the first thing you want to do is scan the entire marketplace. And that's what we do at Map Signals. We don't just focus on the large caps. We also look at small and mid cap stocks. It's super important to realize all of the gains that you're seeing in large cap, right? In this blue area, this is the S&P 500 top sector performers. Notice the difference in the S&P 600 small caps. This is what's so crazy. Communication services is up huge year to date for the S&P 500. It's down big year to date for the small caps. Then you look at utilities, they're up huge. Yeah, if you're in large caps, but they're actually down if you're in small caps. Technology, right? Oh, I'm gonna go pick tech stocks. If you pick small caps, a lot of them are down, right? You're down on the year, whereas it is the second best performing sector year to date for large caps. This is why it's so important to understand single stocks. And of course, that's what Map Signals does, right? We are looking for those outliers. So what types of companies should you be focused on in this tape? Well, we have really been liking the cyclical trade. We've been liking a lot of small caps. So if we go back in history, what were some names that were small caps that we really liked, right? The money flows were going into them and they eventually became large caps. Well, Super Microcomputer was one of the last ones. Trade Desk, Lam Research, which I've owned for years, Align Technology, Builders First Source, e.l.f. Beauty. I mean, we have said that multiple times on this channel. And even Nvidia back in 2015, nearly 9 years ago, 10 years ago, this stock is just continues to go up and away. That's the power of finding outlier stocks. So what areas of the market do you want to be focused on? You want to be looking in that cyclical area like industrials, huge build out that's going on in the economy right now. Energy stocks. People don't think that they're going to have their day again. We believe they will based on the MAP score. Obviously, technology, there's a lot of companies with tailwinds. Don't fall for the AI hype. There's just a few players that are actually dominating the space, and some other areas to be looking at in this marketplace. So that's the bottom line. It's never been a better time to be a stock picker. You can make a lot of wealth by focusing on high quality businesses. That's what Map Signals does. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video if you like this type of content. And if you want to be on our email distributions, head over to mapsignals.com. You can click the link in the description and become a better investor. I'll see you guys next time.